Another edition right here on the lounge. It's going to be back to your screen as we get back to talk about what's been trending as far as entertainment is concerned right here as well. I'm yours truly PMC, as well as my colleague Professor Lance. How are you doing?
I'm alright, brother man. How are you?
Not bad. How's your week, by the way?
Well, my week was alright. Can't complain. At least a lot of things happened, and plus we're also celebrating Labor Day, so it was all good, all awesome. And ish.
Labor Day in the middle of the week. People are complaining about that. Some, because they failed to go back for work. You know how it's quite very hectic to make another day.
Yeah,
after that holiday.
Yeah, it's always never. It never feels right or never feels good that a holiday would fall, let's say, on a Tuesday, and then Wednesday you're supposed to go back for work. Ish, it's quite hectic. That's the reason why people mostly celebrate and feel alright when, you know, it's a 4D, it's Chamba Friday, Chawachasira Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah. But on the sad note though, I don't know, the sad note.
Yeah, ish.
We keep on losing people, I don't know why.
I don't know, like it's really a dark cloud that has befallen Zambia at this particular time or this particular moment, losing two prominent people on the very day, on the same day, because the other one died in the morning, Thursday morning, and then the other one, it was Thursday night. So it's really bad, and it's really a sad day.
I don't know, do you know another person that we lost in the industry again?
Oh yeah, in the industry, yes.
Someone who was in one of the movies, one of the movies which was trending as well on Zambezi.
Oh yeah.
And the other time we're talking about the other person as well has done a lot in the industry, Man Popo as well, may so rest in peace.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but pretty much on that. Not just in Zambia, again in Nigeria, another prominent person, an actor as well, died.
Yeah.
But anyways, the only thing that we can say, you know, when things like that happen, we just need to send our condolences because there's nothing that we can get to change at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely. Like somebody always says, or like some motivational speakers would say, they will tell you that life is a 3-paged book. Okay, we have birth, which is the first page, and then you have the current, as in you living right now, which is a middle page, or it's a blank page because you have to fill it with whatever that you'll be doing. And then the last page, the third page, is death. So when you are born, you are waiting for you to die. So it's just like that's how life is designed. So yeah, we just have to say our condolences, our deepest and heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families. It's not easy to lose someone. Although it's time to celebrate their life. Yeah, because they've lived their life, they've set their goals, they've set their ways, and obviously they prepared for the next place that we always go to after death. So it's time to celebrate their life. Yeah.
Still to come on the show, like we always do it right here on the lounge. We're going to talk about entertainment and pretty much on what you need to look out for, the things that have been trending this week. And also we're talking about the two people in the industry who are using the similar name. And we always make sure that we get to dig deeper and get to find out more information on that one as well. So we are having them in the studio just to get their views as well on both sides. Because last week we only had one person to represent himself, but we never had the other person to get to tell his side of the story.
Yeah,
so today we should get to find out from them right here. And also another guest that you need to look out for who are new on the scene. We're not saying anything, but you need to stick around for that one as well. So on the entertainment news, more to come that you need to stick around for if you want to be updated on what's trending this weekend, as well as the week is concerned right there as well. How about go straight to the motivation. On the other side, I'm super excited about the launch talent. But anyways, let's check out motivation this morning. On the other side, we'll get back. We'll get talk more what you need to look out for on the launch.
In 1888, there was a famous scientist who made so many discoveries and made a fortune from his inventions. One day he was reading his local morning newspaper, and to his surprise, he found his name in the obituary column. The newspaper had reported the death of him by mistake, believing he had passed away, when in reality, his brother had passed away a day before. What he read in the newspaper horrified him. They titled him as the Merchant of Death. They also described him as a man who had made it possible to kill more people more quickly than anyone else who had ever lived. They criticized his invention of dynamite. There wasn't anything good written about him. That news hit him hard. In that moment, he quickly realized two things. One, that this was how people were going to remember him. And two, that this wasn't the way he wanted to be remembered. From that day on, he started working towards peace. He left most of his wealth in a trust that would be used to establish the awards after his name, Alfred Nobel. And that is how the Nobel Prize was created, as an award for people who make outstanding achievements to mankind in subjects that always interested Alfred Nobel: physics, chemistry, medicine, literature, and peace. Today, everyone is familiar with the Nobel Prize. While relatively few people know how Alfred Nobel made his fortune, it was through the invention of dynamite. And nobody knew that a simple newspaper incident changed his life. Alfred Nobel had an opportunity granted to him that very few people have: to read his obituary while alive. Thinking about how one's obituary is going to read can motivate us to rethink and reflect on our life and how we are currently spending our life. The one thing that we can learn from this story is that the good we do lives after us. For most of us, this is the most important thing that we ever leave behind. The reality of death can be our greatest motivator if we let it. It can help us refocus on our visions and remember why we do what we do. Once you understand what death means in all of its darkness, you will understand life. You will see death not as a problem, but a fact. And that fact will change the way you see everything going forward. The only way to deal with the reality of death is to go out there and live the best life you can, while you can. Use your life to do something that gives you meaning, and then you'll no longer see death as a problem when it comes upon you. There is a famous saying: life is a book of 3 pages. The first page is birth, the last page is death, and the center page is empty. It is up to you how beautiful you make that page to read.
That's pretty much on how our morning motivation looks like. Quite very deep.
Yeah, what would you do?
Yeah.
Like we heard from the story, okay? What would you do if today, you when you woke up, you get a newspaper and then you read in the newspaper to say you've been reported dead? Like you've died, you are dead. You are reading your own story. What would you do? How would you feel?
That would be like one of the best thing at the end of the day. It's like people are wishing you to be dead, which is not true. And you know, I've done a research saying that, you know how false news go viral than the truth. If you have seen that happening, you find things that are not true, they go more than things that are true at the end of the day. I don't know how my reaction will be, but at the end of the day, that will be like one of the hardest thing to get to make sure that you get to convince everyone, because it's already in the newspaper. And wow, it's quite very different story right there.
Your reaction matters, and how it will end up to be really matters. Now, in this story, something which is very catchy is that this famous scientist read in the newspaper about his obituary, okay? Like he was reported dead, when in the actual sense, it was his brother that had died. So they mistakenly wrote him, and they said, like in the follow-up story, or right in the story on the details, what really happened, they were even talking bad about all his inventions. Okay, he's a scientist, he invented things, and then after announcing to say he's dead, then they also get to write about how bad his inventions have been, how bad they've really impacted on people's lives, and also not forgetting talking about how many lives his invention has actually killed or taken out. This is like he was looking at the reality to say, so when I die, this is what people will be talking about me. This is how people will remember me. Imagine it's your situation.
Reaction indeed. Quite very different story right there. And it will hate so much.
Yeah, too much.
Because you are knowing that you did some good deeds, then people think it on a different note, aspect as well, like you did mention. I think that would alert someone.
Yeah.
You know, it's forced, but in some way, it will alert someone saying, okay, I need to change something that I have done.
Exactly.
And it's not that time where you have to think on that aspect as well. It's something that is also teaching us something, saying we should always think on how people are going to remember us.
Definitely. So your life begins when you are dead. That's how it is. Like we would say, that is the moral of the story. Okay, your life begins when you're dead. Because right now, people might not talk about you. And we know this is a normal, it's a normal norm, a normal trend worldwidely. You are doing something good, something awesome, people will not remember you now. Okay, right now, maybe they may even be talking, saying bad things about you, not recognizing your hard work or what you're putting in. But immediately you die, that's when they come. No, he was a good person. No, he did this, he did that. So your life begins after when you're dead, because that's when now people will reflect or will look at what impact did you have on the other people. Okay, how will people look at you? So this is how this guy in this story, Nobel, came up with the Nobel Prize. We always hear about the Nobel Prize in America. So it all came out from after him reading in the newspaper that he's dead, people talking bad about him because he's the one that invented the dynamite. Yeah, and then you know how a dynamite works. So this reading, this thing actually changed him, and he changed his mindset to say, you know what, I think let me invest almost all of my inventions, and then let people look at me, you know, let them see something in me, let them talk about me in a positive way when I die.
Wow. Like I did mention that's like a deep motivation and quite very interesting, and I'm hoping someone's watching this show right about now got something from that.
Yeah.
So I have a friend of mine who came to visit in Zambia all the way from South Africa. He was explaining how people in South Africa face this. It's like one of the days where they celebrate so much. I'm pretty sure G Black would confirm with that. Yeah. So on Thursday they call it Buza. So Buza is a day that they go to drink and have a lot of fun. And Fridays, that's when, you know, that chill, other stuff at the end of the day. Now, I was explaining something that I feel like, okay, this needs to apply, because I know King Vince would love this at the end of the day. There's what they call National Bride Day.
Say what?
So it doesn't matter whether you are broke, you and your family, you have to do some bride.
Okay. So it's not sponsored.
It's not sponsored, but you have to make sure that, okay, this National Day, Bride Day needs to apply.
Okay.
Let's talk about that on the other side, but for now, let's go straight to the lounge talent on the other side. Let's talk more right here on the lounge.
Mweba pama bana papati Mushane dansi mwila bati Dumbwini fwebo tulesele Wayamdenshi kala fyefye wikele
We stop dancing ya machimwemwe Shagusha kuna gwala gwala Kuliko ka dance ka nyonga Wapili buka ibi na panshi
Dumbwi San Na papa Dumbwi
And that's pretty much on how our lounge talent looks like this morning right there. Pretty much very short, but that's what we got in our inbox.
That's what we got in our inbox, and like we always say, like we always mention, if you feel, if you think you've got talent, you've got what it takes to have your talent be promoted right here on live TV, on the lounge, on Prime TV, make sure that you get a video of you doing what you do best, doing what you think is your talent. Get a video of yourself and then get to send it on our Facebook page. Inbox us, okay? Our Facebook page is The Lounge. So get to go on Facebook, look up for our page, and then get to inbox us that particular video. Then the team here will sit down, try to look at it and see if it's really fit for it to be shown on live TV. But I always say this and I always put it. When we say video, we are not saying upcoming artist to millennium music videos. Yanu. No, this is not a musical show. Get this right. This is not a musical show. This is just an entertainment breakfast show where we get to give you news which is happening in the entertainment industry. We are not playing music videos. So you don't get to request for videos. And if we say send us a video of you doing your talent, you may be a musician, but it should be a short video. It should be at least less than 1 minute 30 seconds. Yeah, it should be less than 1 minute 30 seconds. Or if it's maximum, let it be 1 minute 30 seconds, not music video. We don't play music videos on this particular show.
All right, so last week we were talking about giving away for those people who are celebrating their birthdays. So this is what we're gonna do this week. So like we said, it's a new month. We forgot to mention that.
Oh, yeah.
Happy new month, by the way. And a girl looking out to someone who's celebrating their birthday today, on this very day. So like we did mention last week that someone who's celebrating their birthday on this very day, we're gonna be giving you a cake.
A cake.
So that's what the lounge is all about. So if you know someone that is celebrating their birthday, before the end of this show, okay, if it's possible, go on our Facebook page, drop us the name of the person and when they were born as well, if it's possible, with a picture.
The picture of the
Or
NRC.
you can also get to SMS us on the number that is on your screen right there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so this is a courtesy of Best Cakes Zambia.
Okay.
Okay, so the lounge partnered with Best Cakes Zambia, where we will be giving out every Friday a birthday cake. In fact, not only giving out, but the good part is that we invite you to come right here in the studio because we would love to give it to you live on TV. And apart from that, we also celebrate your birthday live on TV, courtesy of Best Cakes Zambia. So what you do, you can also go on their Facebook page, Best Cakes Zambia, get to look up on them, see what they are capable of doing and the different brands of cakes and customized cakes which they do, and also not forgetting also they also do cupcakes. So go on their page, like their page, and then get to talk to them on that particular page. So we're giving out a free cake today.
A free cake.
A free cake.
Who's gonna be our lucky winner for today? Super excited. This is the part where I enjoy most if I was a viewer. Not being on TV though, but you know.
No, but also being on TV would be fun. Like sanga tenge cake. Afuna nisumira ko che. Okay, oche anipasa ko che cream che.
They say in giving, the other hand should not shut. So
okay,
don't expect to get it back.
so here is what we do. Since you're trying to bring up that thing as in when you're giving, the other hand should not know. So here's what we're gonna do. I am the one who is going to give out the cake. You will not know that I've eaten the cream. Yeah. That's how it's
about your own hand. Okay, so moving on. Something that's trending right about now. So it's a weekend, and you know how women are so. Which one can I get to use? Insecure.
Oh yeah, very
Insecurity.
insecure.
And you know about that story. But anyways, this is what is trending on social media as well as people were talking about it right there as well. Desperado Meto Lock. Let's check out our clip right here. What a wife would do to the husband if she saw insecure.
What's the one of one young?
The more second number. The more Sheffield United. Lunkashana, number from Jacques. What happened to Pagok? Okay. I'm on way, she went on.
Change it. Dede pa toilet. Toilet city. Mbechimbusu na roko. Belinda. No, nomba na kitisha. Bana Mumbi. Bana Mumbi. Nasu pensiri. Nomba areba ati mfale ne imbige potolo shipamuro. Ichiro ko chiri panta chapa. What do people think of me? Fish wala ndondonga nchaba. Ero cha unangurenda we muntu chakora pange chongo nkolo. Kwa turo ice cream. Nangwe ngombe. Pila babiki abero ku ngombe. Shwa. Shimumbi. Ndende ka kaubeo. Anyway, ichi chirefura mpaka ndena chokuri banyina. Bafure bachimonechi. Akoma no kukoma. What is this nonsense? Serious, banana the fool's day. You can't do this.
Usapena fool's day. Makula na chokunchito no kuno kuba na chokunchito. Ngasa mkuyisula nemwe. Bashum beneni protection. Ama desperado na afura.
What are you protecting here? Are you for real? Bana mumbina mambo kupena.
Lati ama kini ngwataya ninga kamusana kalaenda nayo. Ngamwainuka na miswira. Baka kunchito na chikomena na mikomena. Mwana chena kunchito mwabwela nacho.
No mbanga ndefo kusunda.
Unacho katashawa kuntashina na nda jacuzzi kuno. Mchi self contented. Na mkoma no kukoma. Na makaka na mumu sana. Bashombe, eva mlenzi yo fine. Fo kutaka bobinzi. Na ile chitakugona desperado. Fine.
So that's pretty much on what is happening, or you know, like we always say, we always want to make sure that we get you updated as far as entertainment is concerned. And when we talk about entertainment is not only talking about music, but it's also talking about movies. It's also talking about models. It's also talking about anything that is trending, which is entertaining in the eyes of the people. So we thought to bring you something like that. Okay, we thought to bring you something like that because we thought, wow, let's get to promote our own women as much as they may be insecure, PMC, as much as they may be insecure. But hey, you can't blame them. Yeah, you can't blame them. It's because sometimes we also let them think that way. We also let them feel that way. So what do? Chiloko chabe. But I think that should be introduced, like, you know.
To you, yeah?
No, not to me.
To you?
Everybody.
Supposed to.
Everybody. Everybody.
Because I know not every man would love that.
Yeah, not every man would love that.
It made my day when I checked out that. I was like, really? Insecurity. So the other day on radio, I was talking about how some people, I feel like it's one way or the other. I don't know. If you're watching right about now, you are married. You'd agree with me. So this is a debate as well we had with one of the guys whom I can't even mention because he's somewhere right here as well. So we're talking about this. You know, it was a debate where a man was saying, you don't have to tell your woman the truth how much you get paid. Because the umwana kashinga aishiwa irakosa sana.
Okay.
You know, I don't know how true that is, and that's where
That's where
trust,
the-
other stuff comes in. I don't know if you are a man, you're watching right about now. How true is that you don't tell your woman the truth how much you get paid? Maybe if you get paid 2 pin, you have to tell them, okay, and send the 1.5, so that 500 washed up with Toroshina. That's what someone was saying, though. I don't know how true that is, though. But
Is
I
that
don't know.
500 really for your trousers? Maybe if it's really for your trousers, maybe you may say, okay, but knowing men, I doubt if it's for your trousers.
But anyways, you talk about trust, but I feel in that way that is not trust. That's what I feel, though. That's what I feel.
But okay, it got deep.
It got deep.
It's really deep. But, okay, no, let me not even get into it, because I don't even have words to say, like, what
Let's leave it to the married people. I think they're the best person to get to talk about that as well. Yeah, it's not only about boss. Let's leave it to them. So that they make it.
No, you never know. Maybe I'm married in the spirit.
Okay, all right. So ngati loko ija mineva ngati Desperado Metal Lock. When I'm was kwamba tia pavovala pafunika padindi what he's for this and that. No, this person is taken. I don't know what you think about that, but that's something that is trending right there as well.
Yeah, but yaka inscription it can work. Like, you know, you inscript it somewhere. Say, okay, married, taken, single, dating, complicated, separated, divorced.
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't take that. Anyways, let's move on to another clip right here on the other side. Let's get to find out from our today's guest. They have a name, Team Capital. I'm trying to find out Capital yao. But anyways, let's go straight to something today coming all the way from Big Fat Nando. On the other side, join me as I get to talk to new guys on the scene as they come through right and we get to discuss about their music and what we need to look out for right on the lounge.
I think we as Truth Cafe are happy to be a part of Esther's Nest's launch because for us it's something that we've always wanted to do, always wanted to be a part of something that can give back to the community. And when these guys came through and said they are opening an academy that will help bring the kids off the streets because the sports activities that will be there will help them stay away from drugs and all other vices in the hoods where they'll be coming from was a plus. And we said, okay, fine, we'll give you the venue so you could do this and launch it. And we'll be a part of it from the beginning to the end. And we are happy as Truth Cafe that this has taken place and it's been a success. For us, it's a good thing. And anybody else who feels that they need our help in anything, as long as it is something that will help give back to the community, they can come to us and we can help in any way we can.
Just in case you are just joining us right about now, so this is The Lounge, an official prime television breakfast morning show entertainment as far as what is trending local right here as well. So we've talked about a few things on what's trending, and like we did mention earlier on that we're going to be having our studio guests. So like we always do it right here, it's not about people who are already known, people that you already know. But we also give a chance to people who are also coming up as well. So let's get to find out on today's guest right here on The Lounge. So I'm privileged to get to have Team Capital.
Yeah, Team Capital.
Quite very different name though, if you were to ask me. Let's start with the introductions first.
Yeah.
Maybe we're both introduce Kubantu, Mazina.
I'm SJR. He's Junior Sami. We've got Bisa there, and we've got Bashidani.
Okay.
Like the group manager.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
a group manager.
Yes.
Okay, so let's come to our group manager first. Let's talk about. Are you the one who came up with the group? Who came up with the idea? And then an idea.
Idea naisa na yena. After naisa na yena nasangwa ati abantu ningasangwa na bena. Watu ngabomba na bena. Yaba bena. I'm like guys, idea ili so. Tuwa titashani. Tawe tukuri wafi. Kwadi tuamba no kwamba.
Ba mulembana mu group.
Aye nation.
Ni managers. Kalimana kwa manager wambawe mbano ko imwe. Sanga ko fe shine then wala manager manager bali tuchinga mu pushing if yao. Okay, so like entulande ko kuri ba Team Capital. I'm pretty sure you were working alone at one point. He was working alone and others. Let's talk about that as well. Nchichi chalengere kuti muise pa munomba mlanda okay, like tupange group and tuombele fe pam.
We were working from different places, of course. I was from Kafiwe, he was from the Copa Board, two of them, he was from LSK. And due to the fact, like, due to the people, I'm a producer, he's also a producer. I'm the one producer by the studio. So due to the fact that sometime, like there are some artists we used to produce for back then in Kafiwe, who were coming from Hilisaka. So by then, they had this thing whereby if they come from Kafiwe, they come to tell the people here, there's this person, okay, there's these people here. But at the end of the day, we started communicating and we just thought, hey guys, you are doing some great stuff. I'm doing some great stuff. Like, why can't we just come up with one thing? That's how we came up here. And
Not kwataba kopa la pa. Wafume kwisa wa boss kuni nola pesa paside.
Kopa la kitu.
Pakitu pesa paside. As in chamboli. Okay, so like entulande ko kupali life ya Copa Belt music wise. Ya washa.
Music wa dia kopa la pa. Ili size ya maisha. Ngamalole kesha pa like nowadays music ile pushing sana ipa moro. Yaba Copa Belt, you can't compare them like Musaka. So like here Copa Belt music here ko Ipseniko. That's why him is our DJ. Yeah. Even this one I am DJ. So like fair. Never fix safe side.
Oh, okay. So they're artists.
we're also artists.
Oh, okay. I'm a DJ as well, boss.
Actually, I'm a producer. I'm a music producer. Yeah. He's also a music producer. Then he's only an artist. I think that is just what he's trying to say. He's only an artist, but he's a producer. I'm a producer.
But you're also
we are working together.
Okay.
So yeah, but we are all artists. Team Capital is a group that consists of 3 artists and 2 managers, which is Bashidani. Then there's the guy that is heading everything, JR. Is the guy that is spearheading everything and pushing everything in order, while the manager here is also doing our stuffs as well. But Team Capital is a group that consists of 3 artists, which is SJR, Junior Sami, and Bisa here. So it is just a group where he's coming from a different place. He's also coming from a different place. I'm coming from a different place. Then we get to meet in the capital city. You get then looking at what he has from where he's coming from, and looking at what he also has where he's coming from, and looking at what I have from where I'm coming from, we turn out to say we are going to work even much more better than working alone. So I discovered to say, okay, what do you think? We all came to sit down and wanted to talk about it. So it was like, so what do you think? How do we manage up everything? How do we start singing together? It is going to be looking very much in proper, where we say this song is done by this person featuring this one and this one. How about we have about 6 people in the group? How are we going to write our names on that song? Or how are we? So for easy identification and something productive at the end of the day, we are going to come up with a group called Capital, because it is a different, where we are different people coming from different places, then we just meet in the capital city. So we just say, okay, we just want to come up with something good. So this is Team Capital now, for the sake of meeting up in the capital city and trying to change something as well. So we just decided to call the team Team Capital.
Okay, so basically, I just want to be as honest as I can be.
Yes.
People who are watching the viewers right there would agree with me. In Zambia, groups don't last.
Yes.
And this is pretty much on what I get to ask most of the people.
Yeah.
And when people are beginning to love and hear what you guys are doing, epale mwasanga fyatifialiko muchitika. Guys uyale bombaeka, guys unaena, bamibale pera example ati awe twale pero guys tyale ofika, nomba ifuta twale ofika. Then you start to disagree, maybe on money terms. Mwasanga kashoka tupini mwalaka nyashani mpia. Unakwata family, nakwata mashani. What's your story? Because I don't want to support a group that I know it won't even last for a long period of time. That's my honest opinion though. That's my honest opinion.
And we respect it so much.
The fact is that we've all been in different groups before we made this one. And we've seen what it takes for a group to be torn apart and for a group to come together. We're trying to make sure, just as much as we can, to try and make sure it lasts. Where your friend is behind, we try to tell them, oh, here, you're lacking this. We should be on the same pace. So by tomorrow, no one complains to say they are putting in much effort or less effort. So long as the group is 50-50, we're encouraging each other where it's needed. I think that is one of the things that is really bringing the group together.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm still not convinced about that.
You're still not convinced?
Maybe it's the money. Maybe it's the girls. I'm trying to be honest as I can be. Maybe it's the money. Maybe it's the girls. Anything can happen. Wasanga tu you know marenda na mukasho nani nani. Wasanga flash tikepo feel if stick my groups. And we are right here, not just doing this interview, but we are speaking to the people right there. Viewers. Maybe they want to get to find out what Team Capital is all about. They start supporting you too much. Your music is up there. Wapangika. I said, man, I can do it on my own because I have more fans than this guy. Everybody, people who celebrate you guys, they always have a favorite person. And they'll be like, okay, I love his music more than you. And most of the times, they always want to see him more than you are. Then someone will come to you and tell you, okay, I love his music. And I feel that's where hate starts developing. And I don't know, what do you plan as a manager? Let's hear from you. When that starts happening, I don't know if you guys have put it in writing though.
Lero futhi kuriyo yakweva ati mlandu abana kashi plus kashani fenze film tifika kwa futhi wala ndapo so in fact ngakuchitsikanishika fintu twala ndapo feta turachitafiri turava pamwe fenze fina fyakweva ati like if yachirando point ati ari papo mu group before ari mune chirenga paturukana na film achiranda chirenga abantu kashani fenze fintu twala ndapo
afya shini moyo ngafyalo bana pesa kuliyo ni mwemule mwana wonse if anything messes up I'll still come to you. I'll still come to you. What type of music are you doing? Getting back to the aspect of your music.
Okay.
What should people get to put Team Capital saying, okay, this is the kind of genre of music that you guys do?
Okay. Team Capital is a group of artists that are doing secular music and dancehall, to be precise. But I cannot really specify because though we are doing secular music, but we are a type of group that can come up with a very good hip-hop song and it goes out there. We can also do dancehall, it goes out there. We can even work on conscious songs and everything. So I would just specify it to be secular music, so to say, because we can also do hip-hop, we can also do dancehall, we can also do conscious songs and everything. So it is very just so difficult to give it one answer on that one. But we're trying by all means to just bring out what people are going to love out there. Because music is just not all about me or him or the group, but it's all about what the people are looking for out there. So our main aim as Team Capital is just to work on something that is going to make people laugh out there. It just might not be for the money, but yeah, quite all right, the money might be involved. But again, we are trying to showcase what we are capable of doing. You know, nowadays music is different from how it was then. As at now, for just an artist like me to blow up or get there, a lot of money, a lot of things have to be done. You have to spending money. You even have to reach the extent of paying DJs to just give you up a show on a stage, something like that. But at times, when you've got that talent in you and you really want to bring it out, you find to say there might be somebody out there looking, watching this program and seeing how this team can go further with the talent they've got and come on board and also do something just for the team to raise and give the people what they can love.
Steak and beer, big family, is something that I'm seeing right about now. What is it all about? Lakini tulande kona wako kopala, steak na beer.
Steaks and beers, ba official sponsor.
Okay.
Ba official sponsor na vena. So kubala tupangira kulimo sometimes ama shows. So kula bati na vena turabashita ku present. In fact na vena twala balanda.
Kuti mwabalanda papeni kai tulipo shaka interview.
Ba steaks and beers, ba official sponsor, bala tako sponsor. But abaima managers vesu. Give to Atlanta. But na vena ba official sponsor, na vena product support.
And then Kopala, Mafma Copa Belt. People would like to hear what you have to say. Message on Mwakwetile, because never support. So nishte yako selling wana veshiwa na muntu wabo. Ani mu capital. Mkwai. And then kona wena maboss. Idia mulanda idia yako Kopala idia mkwai.
Pakopala pandi kuchalo tureisa mwakola tutamba daily. Ama music yambe na muyumva sana but yesu is different. Today samwa kola tutamba daily but sharp.
Andi kupopoka nishi?
Okupopoka kumoneka bwiyo.
Boss tototera sana. Bangani kona mwa bossi Mr. Represent ba Lusaka temvini?
Yeah. But specific.
Lusaka itsungu sana. Yeshi. That's all about. It's so muna maslag sana. Okay, boss.
Yeah. Like as for now, all I can say, big ups to everyone doing supporting us, like giving us all the courage and the support. We're doing all this music for you, and trust me, we've got better things that are coming on the way. If you will stand up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Your remarks, boss.
Actually, at times, it's just so hard but what I can say is I'm just asking you people out there to just keep it locked on, get to hear our music, and I can tell you, you're going to love whatever it is that we've got on block for you. We are releasing dope music, and we are working on some good beats and some good stuffs out there, and I can tell you, the moment you get to listen to this music, Team Capital Music, I'm telling you, you're going to love us. So you can visit us on our fan base page, that's on Facebook, Team Capital. Just type Team Capital, the page is there, you can also like it, but I can assure you, dope music is coming out there, and you're going to love what we are doing. Lusaka, stand up.
Managers in the building, like Deep Black always make mention, not in the building, but in the building. Anything that you have to say?
But okay. When I know you do a copa.
Mkwai, kutumana ndio Joseph boss. Mkwai.
Ndio a copa. Era ndafe kubantu bonsa bale tamba. Era ko support yawe bantu bonsa ko tule bombera pa. Nalo ndolo fyonso 13 ndande things. Akopara support today for abantu benoko tuliko.
Nice. Great having you, and I'm pretty sure people right about now go on social media just to get to check your name right there on your fan base as well. So we're looking forward to your works and my works, your film much as well.
Yeah.
All right. So I had Team Capital right here as we were just trying to find out about their music. Like we always make mention. Make sure that you get to support people who are coming up in the game right there as well. Let's go straight to Wanawa Mkomboni Daliso. On the other side, Professor Lance comes through with the trending story that we were talking about last week, and we're still talking about it right here. But let's go to Daliso's clip right here on the lounge.
All right, so that's what was happening right there. That's Daliso and the Jarabo dancers doing something that they do best, you know, or that tuma dansi nakaja dance at kashansha. So that was happening at the Truth Cafe, where Esther Piri was launching her boxing academy, and she actually invited people or children from the streets and also from different walks of life to come and join her academy, wanting to do something different right there. Apart from her being an icon or somebody that did it big in the boxing arena or boxing industry, she also thought of coming up with an academy and then get to groom these people as they are still young. And the good part is that she was not looking on the elite, but she wanted to get people that are less privileged. So if people from the street, those are the people that came out, and then it was fun, it was massive, and there was great participation right there. So many things happened and so many things took place. All right, so moving on right about now. Last week, if you've been following this show, last week we had a guest right here in the studio. His name is Nico J. Okay, so there was a confusion that erupted, or let me say there is this confusion which is happening right about now, an issue of having two artists using the same name with the same spelling, doing the same thing, music, rapping, singing, you know, doing almost all the genres of music. So last week we had the other Nico J, who claimed to be the first Nico J because of a few things which he highlighted, which we'll be getting more of it. And then we also managed to get hold of the other Nico J. So both Nico Js are right here in the studio, and like we promised that we'll get them both right here so that we can clarify this thing. Both Nico Js are here, so here's what we're gonna do. Nico J, how you doing?
I'm good, my guy.
Good to have you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, so this is the Nico J that wasn't around last week. Yeah, so basically, how are things before we move to the other Nico J?
Okay, I just in the musical been doing great things, you know what I mean, like doing good music, you know.
Okay, ciao, man. All right, so moving away from the other Nico J, let me turn to the other Nico J. Brother man, how are you doing?
Me, I'm quite and fresh.
Okay.
Then I'm always on point.
You're always on
and
point.
I'm proud of what I do.
Okay, awesome. So let's do this. For people that did not watch the show last week, and for people that don't know that this is what really is happening, let's first get to the bottom of how both Nico J's came up with the same names without knowing that there's another Nico J and there's another Nico J. So I'll start with you. Nico J, when did you start music?
Actually, I started my music in 2010.
In 2010?
Yeah, in 2010.
Okay, you started your music in 2010. How has it been? How did you come up with the name Nico J?
Actually, my real name is Nicholas Junior Mwanza, which is my father. He was Nicholas.
Okay.
Yeah, so he has to give him the name, like his name to be Nicholas.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so Nicholas, that's Nico, and then J, Junior.
Junior, yeah.
Ah, awesome. Nico J, the other Nico J. How did you come up with the name Nico J?
Actually, for me, my name's Nicholas Jonathan Kalukango.
Okay.
So, like, when it comes to Nico, I didn't just dream to say I come up with a Nico J, just like, no, like, when it comes to Nicholas, according to the Google research, Nicholas it means victory or celebrating. And then J, it's a yellowish, brownish European bird that is even able like to communicate with people. Yeah. And then Zambia. Zambia is a sovereign country.
Yeah, no.
Which is, it's able to control itself. So like, okay, coming
so
back to the,
when did you start your music?
For me, my music actually, I started in 2010, but before that, I started music, I used to do poetry.
You used to do?
Yeah.
So
Then
you started in
from,
2010?
Yeah, like from 2006 up to 2009, I was doing poetry. Then 2010, that's why when I thought of starting being found in studios. But actually, for starting recording, I started in 2011.
So recording you started in 2011,
yes.
But interest in music came in 2010.
Yeah, but Nico J, I started using this name as I was doing poetry. For those who are in love with poetry, I'm sure they. I contested one biggest show in Lusaka. That was.
Oh, so you started using Nico J.
Yeah.
You started using Nico J in 2006, if I'm right.
Yes.
2006.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Then you had interest in music in 2010.
Yes.
Nico J, you started your music in 2010.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's now do this. Both Nico J's, when did you come up with a Facebook page or a Facebook account named dubbed under your name?
Actually, you know what happened? Like, I born in Nakonde. I'm Nakonde Finest as Nico J. When I came from Nakonde, I went to Livingstone. Is where I started my music.
Okay,
Yeah.
which is 2010.
Yeah, which
And
is
the-
in 2010. I actually 2009 is when I went to Livingstone.
Oh, okay.
But I started in 2010, just there in Livingstone.
Okay, so at that time, that's when you even thought of coming up with a Facebook page dubbed Nico J.
Yeah, Nico J. Yeah, of course.
Okay, awesome. Nico J, when did you come up with a Facebook name dubbed Nico J?
That was 2008. After when I became interested in the same poetry, so I thought of creating the page so that those people who are loving what I was doing can know where to find me. Yeah.
Okay, so when we had you on the show, you said something like the time you were opening up this Facebook page or this Facebook account, you had to look first to search if there's any Nico J, and then you found there was nothing on Facebook dubbed Nico J.
Yeah.
So, okay, this is awesome. You opened in 2010, started your music in 2010. You fell in love with music 2010, but started recording in 2011. Now, let's do this. After when you guys had found out to say there are two Nico J's, what was the resolution that you thought of coming up with?
Okay, but what I can say is, I received his friend request that was, I think 2015, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I had to accept the friend request, and the guy was like, oh, my guy, you are also Nico J? Yeah. Okay, I'm Nico J, and I like your music.
Okay.
Yeah, I like your music so much. Actually, I'm your #1 fan.
Oh.
Yeah. And I said, okay, thanks a lot, my guy. Since you said you like my music, no problem. And the guy was like, I want also to start music. You know, like I was asking, like, okay, what's your name? If you can start music, what can be your name? Like, he was like, I'm also Nico J.
Okay.
You're also Nico J. And I was surprised by that, you know. Yeah.
Okay. Esther, when we talked to you, you said that you were talking with Nico J.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you had suggested to him saying that he needs to change his name, and he agreed to that.
Yes. Like,
or maybe let's do this. Let's get to see last week's interview. Yeah, let's get to see last week's interview, and then we get a reaction so that we can harmonize this. We need to come up to a solution to this. So let's get into last week's interview, and then when we come back, we continue with this particular interview.
Because to tell you this, when I joined Facebook in 2010, before I joined as Nico J, I checked, there was no anyone Nico J.
No, don't worry. We'll go to that one.
It's a situation whereby when I talked to him, he said, you do that, and then...
So at first he agreed that he was going to change the name.
And then, like, for me, I didn't just get this name to say, I just put it on like a music as in something like Nicholas is my name, and then Jonathan is the other name of mine, which is Nico J. I didn't just get it to say, okay, I'll just be Nico J. But for him, I was told, like, himself, he told me to say it's Nicholas Manza. Yeah. For that, I'm not sure about that, but for him, according to what he said like he joined the same social media, and the name, like his music started in 2014. That's what he said. Okay. And then for me, it started in 2011. So I don't know how I can put this thing, like, because to tell you this, when I joined Facebook in 2010, before I joined as Nico J, I checked, there was no anyone Nico J.
No, don't worry. We'll go to that one.
It's a situation whereby when I talked to him, he said, you do that, and then...
So at first he agreed that he was going to change the name.
And then, like, for me, I didn't just get this name to say, I just put it on like a music as in something like Nicholas is my name, and then Jonathan is the other name of mine, which is Nico J. I didn't just get it to say, okay, I'll just be Nico J. But for him, I was told, like, himself, he told me to say it's Nicholas Manza. Yeah. For that, I'm not sure about that, but for him, according to what he said like he joined the same social media, and the name, like his music started in 2014. That's what he said. Okay. And then for me, it started in 2011. So I don't know how I can put this thing like
All right, so there's an allegation. You started your music in 2014.
Yeah, not 2014.
That's
Actually,
what you told him.
No, where? Maybe you have the proof so that you can show him where I told you, like,
the proof can't be there because you blocked me on Facebook. Look at it.
I never seen you before.
Okay.
This is my first time to see you.
Okay. Let's do this.
You never seen me before.
Guys. We didn't come here to fight. We want to make this thing right. So let's not start pointing fingers. Let's be as sober as we can be. Okay, we are not here to fight. So the time he was talking to you, he claims to say you told him you started your music in 2014, and right here you're saying you started your music in 2010. So just make a clarification there. How did you reach to 2014 telling him, and then here you're saying it's 2010?
You know, this guy can tell a lie, you know, because that day I was not around, you know, but today I'm here, you know. Yeah. So this, you have no proof for what he said, you know.
Okay, do you have anything that can prove to say he said he started his music in 2014?
The proof, it would have been there if he didn't block me, but on Facebook we are no longer friends. And if I say I can go back and check the messages that he sent to me, I'm sure I can find them. And then when it comes, I'll go back to where he said, like, he said I wanted that music in 2015, the same time I started talking to him. I never said that. The time I approached him, I said, like, I like your music and I would like to work with you. Okay. For him, I said that that's why we now wanted to start music. Now, I'm not sure to where he is trying to take. And then, apart from that, I want to know why, whenever I ask him about changing the name, he will be like, okay, I'll do that. Then he will stop replying messages. That's the reply that I want.
You know the reason why I stopped responding to your messages? You don't know?
How may I know?
Let me tell you something. One, you're childish. That's the one thing.
Okay.
You know. Two, you are a working rapper. I don't know if you're a singer or you do. I don't even know what type of music which you do.
Okay.
We're not here to talk about music. Huh?
Okay.
I'm telling you the
guys.
Let's talk about the name that you
let's do this. Let's do this. Like I said, I brought you guys so that we can harmonize.
Yes.
Not that we can fight. So if this is going to continue, then we're going to cut this out.
No, like, it's not about fighting. I'm trying to...
This is exactly which is happening, because you guys are not giving chance to one another. Let's find solutions for this. This is what we are here about. We want to find a solution for this.
Yeah, like, for me, one thing which is hating me is that he has started mentioning things like, that's a big insult to tell someone, say, for you, if you tell me I'm childish, when you insulted me, did I insulted you back?
I have a proof which I can show the people if they can view my phone.
Okay. I think I saw.
You don't have a proof, you know.
Okay. Let's do this. Director, can we get to see the screenshots of what was really going on? Let's get to see the screenshots. All right. So Nico J, you posted that on your page, and this is Nico J Zambia, not the other Nico J. So you said, hi my people, this Friday, catch the real Nico J with the fake Nico J live on Prime TV, The Lounge, with DJ Lance and PMC from 08:30, if I'm not mistaken, to 9. Make calls for, okay, yeah, you wrote that, okay? That was on your page.
Yes.
So you are so sure that you are the real Nico J and he is a fake Nico J.
Yeah.
And then you right now you are fuming like you are mad because he's called you childish. Don't you think he would also be mad because you called him fake?
No, look at. That can't be the thing of him started saying that.
Okay.
Okay, like, for that one I agree with that, but here, as you have said, we are not here to start insulting each other or whatever.
Yes, definitely.
That was the past. We have to talk about the future. I don't know if it's the future or the present.
Yeah, but
last time you came here, I was not around. You have to say a lot of things over me. Listen,
okay, Director, let's see the other screenshots. Director, let's see the other screenshot. All right, so that's something that Nico J, you continued writing. Somebody tried to talk to you after when they saw that post, and then you were like, to who? Then the other guy was like, your fellow Nico J. Then you were like, I don't talk to fools. So you called the other Nico J a fool. And
no, me, I never mentioned the name of someone to say he is a fool. I said I just don't talk to fools.
Okay, whom were you referring to when you said you don't talk to fools?
To anyone who is trying to distract my career.
But do you know that in this particular case, like in that screenshot, somebody was trying to tell you that ain't you being unfair to the other Nico J, to your fellow Nico J, and then your response was like, I don't talk to fools. when the other person categorically made it clear to say you are being unfair to your fellow Nico J, then your immediate response is, I don't talk to fools.
Actually,
don't you think that was a bad response?
That was bad, but I didn't mention to say I'm telling him
okay,
or whatever.
Who were you telling exactly? Who exactly were you?
I've already mentioned to say I was telling the person who is trying to distract my career. That's all.
So you don't have a specification of who is trying to...
Yes, the one who is... If
okay,
there is any person who feels like...
Starting from, you said you started your music in 2010, right? Now it was not coming out from 2010 until now. Until 2018 is when you came here in Tivan saying that I'm fake Nico J, right? Huh?
Look at... That is
listen, my guy. Listen,
wait,
my guy.
Give me. I've given you the chance to talk. Like I want to say something even. You can say that, but here we're not here to start talking about whatever, or maybe you might be famous, but I'm not sure where I.
Okay, yeah. Coming back to this famous. No, let me hold your thought. Coming back to this famous thingy. Last week, you made allegations to say. When you approached him for the last time, the issue of him changing his name, because he wasn't the first one to use Nico J, you were the first one. Yeah. You said that he told you, Tizao naaza blow apali wenai.
He replied to say, work hard, bakuzi wenai. What does that mean?
Listen, listen, let me tell you something. Whatever you said, there's no proof over that, you know. Listen. Even although we stand one by one, like we face each other, you just do a freestyle, I do a freestyle, we just give chance people to vote. Like, let's vote for names like for Nico J.
No, so, okay.
About that, my guy. Cause listen, you can say you are a young Nico J, not Liu Nico J. Listen, let me tell you something.
No.
Listen.
Don't go there.
Listen, let me tell you something. Listen. One, how old are you?
Okay.
Are we talking about?
I'm not coming over that.
I'm not here to come and answer such.
Okay, let's not talk about age.
We're not talking about ages.
You are work artist.
No, okay, let's not go there, guys. Let's stop the name calling. Let's stop the name calling.
It's just big without
let's
knowledge.
Okay.
We are not here to insult each other. You have to.
Let's go to DJ Swiss. Okay, let's go to the next clip, and then when we come back, we have DJ King Vince right here. It seems like people don't want to get into harmony.
People are always,
because for the last time, I want you guys to harmonize. Okay, whatever beef or whatever hassle that you guys have or go through, let's drop our ego and our pride here, and then let's get to an agreement. This is what we are here for. We want to get into an agreement, and not you guys pointing at each other, name calling one another. That is not the essence of this. Okay? Because it's more like both of you have your ego and you have your pride to keep, so you would want to get on each other's nerves, and then let's hope we won't witness a punch-up.
And by the way, before you go far, to me, like it might be labeled on my song to say Nico J, but when you listen to my songs, I add Zambia. And then before that one, actually, there was a time when I talked to him, it seems like he never wanted to listen to me. I had to update my page. I added Nico J Zambia. Even him, he did the same.
No, so at first he was called Nico J.
For him, his name was just Nico J.
I'm not holding him like. How many likes do you have on Facebook?
Okay.
If you talk about,
I'm just asking. It's just a question. It's just a question.
Look at. Have you seen now where he's going?
I'm asking.
Whenever I attend the show, I tell whenever my fans ask to say, okay, where can we find you? I give them the page to say Nico J Zambia, and you also updated the same page to say Nico J Zambia. So I can say 80% of my fans, they might follow him, or maybe some of them they might follow me. So for that one, don't talk about likes.
How many likes?
Don't talk about likes.
Okay.
Okay.
The point lot of likes.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. You guys. Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
We won't fight. Actually,
No,
I'm just surprised to where he's going.
You cannot fight physically, but you are fighting verbally. Yeah, you are fighting verbally. So, director, let's go on our next clip, and then when we come back, we come to wrap up the show with DJ King Vince and also PMC.
Hi everyone, my name is DJ Mzansi, coming from Sounds Entertainment. We're really doing good. As I can say, we're really doing good because almost every weekend we're having functions. My favorite artist is Danny because I like his music. I like his music because it has meaning. It has meaning, and I like because it can even perform it live. That's the reason I like it as well. Hi guys, my name is DJ Muzanzi. I just want to let you know that you should continue watching The Lounge. Hi everyone, my name is DJ Mzanzi, coming from Sounds Entertainment. We're really doing good. As I can say, we're really doing good because almost every weekend we're having functions. My favorite artist is Danny because I like his music. I like his music because it has meaning. It has meaning, and I like because it can even perform it live. That's the reason I like it as well. Hi guys, my name is DJ Muzanzi. I just want to let you know that you should continue watching The Lounge.
Just give me a minute. All right, so we are back just like that right here on The Lounge this morning. Can just tell from Omusheto. Yeah. So like we did mention that if there's someone who's watching this show right about now and they're celebrating their birthday, and like we always request you that if you know someone's celebrating their birthday, every Fridays someone's gonna be walking out with a free cake. I'm very excited about that as well. Yeah.
Because you're holding a piece in your hand?
Yeah, too much, man. I hope I won't get fat, though. That's my biggest fear, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, like PMC mentioned, these cakes, they are courtesy of Best Cakes Zambia. So, The Lounge and Best Cakes Zambia, we partnered together so that we can be celebrating you, our viewers, our lovely fans that follow this show. We can be celebrating your birthdays together right here, right in the studio. You come live on the show. We even sing a Kama happy birthday. PMC knows how to sing. I know how to back. Yeah, so PMC, Vincent and I, we do a birthday song and then we hand over the cake to you. But when pasako cream nishivachitik. Yeah.
Yeah, so just like that right there. So I'm going to be calling up someone a little bit later.
Yeah.
Putting my messages and what to my many Mozi as I'm going to next week to a cake so that you can believe that what we're doing right about now on TV is true. And my birth certificate?
No.
NRC?
Yeah, like we said, inbox on Facebook. On Facebook, get to look for The Lounge, like our page. After liking it and you are celebrating your birthday, inbox us your full details with a picture of your NRC so that we can believe that that is really your birthday.
Your birthday.
Kaya ngwanga tumechema details ya inabadwa pachani ewe nshipa NRC pali vinangu.
So before we get to call up that person who's celebrating their birthday today, what you're sending, let's hear Vincent. Please give us the stories that you're analyzing today before we get to the Nico and Nico. Before the Nico and Nico, starting with the stories.
I think before we talk about any other stories, we have got the biggest situation at the moment.
No, that one we're holding it to the last one.
No, what I would do is, since at later on still need to have the Nico J's back on set. I want to go to these other stories I'm supposed to talk about. I think I'll concentrate on this same story right now.
Do you agree?
Which is
I'm fine with it.
Which is the main angle and the main circle.
Because
I want him to give.
You know why it's the main big thing? Because we didn't talk about other stories.
Yes. then they're in the studio, right?
I thought the analysis was supposed to have his own story.
No, you don't go there. You don't analyze our stories.
Okay.
Don't go there.
Give us our stories then.
I think to begin to look at, as I said last week, in each and every misunderstanding, there is always a way out. But if both of you, no one wants to calm down, then what are you going to sort out? I was following their arguments. It is not adding up. You get that, right? And I also saw the Nicojeo came last week. I saw the way he was responding on Facebook and what he posted on Facebook. Frankly speaking, to my side, that's lack of maturity. That's lack of maturity. If someone comes to you, even though you have a beef, someone comes to you in a polite way, respond, because there's something that you're complaining about so that you sort it out. You don't respond to say, I don't talk to fools. Which fool are you talking about? Okay? Again, the other Nkoje, the other side. He was trying to show off more like, okay, me, I've got a lot of fans, I've got a lot of followership. It's supposed to be like that. Okay? People outside there are the ones that make artists. And they are the ones that choose who's who and who's who. You get that, right? But normal agreement starts with two people. You're not going to have a third person come here and help you out, no. Okay? As people can make you fight and laugh at you at the end of the day. But it takes the two of you to bring out your level of maturity and put it on one cycle and say, look, you're my brother, I'm your brother. We are this industry together. How are we going to sort this one out? Okay? We had that issue of Dismo, remember? Real Dismo and everything. That issue was sorted out. Okay? The other one is Young Dismo. The other one is what? The Real Dismo. It ends like that. They reached a mutual what? Agreement. That is what we expect also in this issue. I don't expect them coming here trying to say, no, who has how many likes on Facebook, who has how many followership on Facebook. Like, seriously, will Facebook able to give us what is lovable in the entertainment industry? What we have always cried for is unity and respect among our peers. If we go in the industry, then people are busy fighting like cats and dogs. Then where are we heading to? Okay? Yes, if we reach a mutual agreement where two people are going to put their heads together and say, bro, look, I may not have been aware about this, but it happened. But how are we going to move it away? Okay? Because right now, people that are watching, the fans that are watching, are going to question them. As I mentioned last week, to say, let them come to a good close, let them sit on the round table and agree. A name is not just yes, you can have a name, you can change a name. We have seen artists that have changed names. From this name to this name, but it's still making it in the industry. Changing a name is not a problem. It's what is good for you. What about if you change your name today, then now, all of a sudden, they're arguing who has more fans and whose fans are following who. Then when one changes the name, then all the fans that you're thinking are fans, they follow the other person who changes the name. What are you going to say? Are you going to still stand and say no just because he has changed the name, he has moved out of that name that is being fought for? In this Zambia, in this industry that we're in, we all come up with made-up names. But if your names are kind of corresponding, there is a way that you reach up to a table and correspond. We have Young D and Young D, isn't it? They knew how they humbled that down. But why is these two artists, they're still upcoming artists, uprising artists, they haven't yet reached there, where we know atoka kuwapanga show kuwaina, they're the main acts. They're still on the rising aspect, where people are running to, recognize them. But they can't agree. What about the kind of companies? They're going to take coffee. No, it's not supposed to be like that. The industry doesn't need beef. The industry, yes, we agree to disagree, but the level of respect that we give each other is what is going to keep us going. Be it you're a young uprising artist, be it an already established artist, the issue is you always sit to a round table. You sit, how best are we going to work about the entertainment industry? The last time we had, what's the name of that other guy? The one who was in the WhatsApp group. The one who I was asked to say, bring out points on how we can, bring out promote the entertainment industry. That guy, he's in Russia or China? Yes. He had points, valid points, agreeable points. But the way he brought them out, people thought as if he was boasting, when instantly what he was saying was reality. But the way he brought them out to the people, okay? the way he brought them out to the people, it is what really determined the people said, okay, just trying to show off just because I'm in China. But the issue at hand, what he said was real. In the entertainment industry, there's too much boasting. There's too much show off. There's too much ego. No one wants to sit and say, okay, here I'm wrong. No. They all want to be right. I'm right. I'm right. You tell an artist to say, my friend, your song is whack. The next thing you're going to find yourself is being the headline on social media to say, that DJ, he's a nobody, and he told me that my song is whack. Does he know how much I put in the studio? But you're being real to the person. It's learn to accept where you're wrong and learn to change, then move forward. Because tomorrow people, you're not doing it for yourself. You're not playing the music in your bedroom. You're playing the music to the masses. And if we are advised, we know that you're building something. So out of all this issue that has to do with Nico J, me, the only thing I can say is that let both of them drop their egos. Let them sit down. Let them agree on one thing. Where are we moving from here? Are we still going to be bickering over the name of over a simple thing of a name? Name. It's the music.
Okay, so time is not our best time at the end of the day, so we have to maybe we have to
call the tune.
Before they can come through on set, as we're trying to call up someone to celebrate their birthday, is it? Yeah, so we can have Nico J and Nico J get to hear what they have to say. So if you can come through right here, just to get to find out
to wrap it up. Yeah, so you can just walk through.
So we're trying to call up someone right about now, live on TV.
You can walk through, guys.
To get to talk to them. Yeah, I think you're the best person to talk to them.
Me?
Yeah.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm alright. This is Professor Lance from Prime TV.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, so we want to wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and you've won yourself a cake.
Oh, thanks. I'm so excited.
Yeah, so...
I don't know if you're watching TV, but not the one we're having on top. The other.
Are you watching TV?
I'm watching right now.
Okay, so the other one, I don't know if you can see this one.
So that's a cake which PMC is holding.
Let me help you hold this one.
Let me do something right here. I hope I don't get to...
If you spoil it, you will see. oh, she's still on. All right. So
we're just trying to show you.
You can come through to come and pick it up.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah. So there's the cake.
Can you zoom this? Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the cake, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, it's only bad that you sent in your details a little bit late. We would have customized it.
Name. Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
All right. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
So this is Courtesy of Best Cake Zambia.
Courtesy of.
So that's what we're doing right about now. So if you have someone who celebrates their birthday, so the tricky part is that your birthday has to be on Friday.
Definitely.
That is the Thursday, the new claim. No one celebrate their birthday depends upon 4. We are not doing that. So always pray that your birthday is on Friday.
It's on Friday. Yeah, so if your birthday is next week Friday, your birthday is falling on a Friday next week, send in your details early so that Tingaike Popaja, happy birthday King Vince.
With your name?
Yeah, happy birthday with your name. That's what we want to do. That's what we are all about. Remember, from the beginning of this show, the other year, we've been talking about finding ways of how we'll be giving out to you, our lovely viewers and our fans. So this has just begun. We will do even more than this. Napa cake, it's I will do something big. Yeah. This is just the beginning, and this is how we get to appreciate you for following our program and for getting to watch us right here. Yeah, I can
after they make peace, then they make peace.
Okay,
After they make peace, there's peace here.
Let's wrap it up right here. Let's make the final say.
Yeah.
King Vince, since you're on set right about now,
please, and you are the analyst.
Please analyze and let's find a solution. Please, can I hold my cake back? Thank you. This is.
I think to begin with, both of them are my brothers, and I just have one question for them.
Okay.
Are you willing to change for the sake of peace? This one is going to everyone.
Who's willing?
Are you this one is a general question.
But
are they willing to change for the sake of peace?
Don't just say change, because if you say change, angachinja alikonka musician wakuchechi. So are they willing to change the name?
I mean, are you willing to change the names for the sake of peace? Let's start with you.
No, any of the two.
Let you can come in.
To yeah.
Are you willing to change your names for the sake of peace?
Or are you willing to add whatever to your name?
Actually, tualanda kwa fe, but pale question pala ba question futa. Kwa kuishiwa fe guy shishi type ya music mpaka.
Okay.
So kuna fa na issue so that njishi munga nila panga nisinga nganishani.
Okay.
So that
he said maybe before he answers, he wants to find out: are you a hip hop artist? Are you an R&B artist? Are you a slow musician? Which one is which?
For me, I do it both.
You do it both.
Because I started as an hip hop artist,
okay.
And then in 2013, that's why when I started, I had a crew, and then we had to clap things, and I started on my own. I started doing R&B music, but 2019 I'm back again in hip hop.
Okay, so you are telling us to say you are doing both
R&B hip hop.
Question to last week. Nila hapa ni sing.
I do both.
He does both.
Oh.
Yeah.
So again, to wrapping up.
So wrapping up now, I just want one answer. What's the solution from here? Where are we moving? Are we still seeing this issue of Nico J going, or you guys one is willing to say, okay, Ininashita, give up, Papa. I'm going to add this in front of my name for the sake of the people, because now we are confusing the fans.
Yeah.
You are confusing the fans. So that is the only question I'm going to pose to the two of you. Are you willing to change the name, or are you willing to add something in front of your name for the sake of the fans? Not doing it for yourselves, but for your fans outside there.
That one actually add something at the end. It can happen, but the thing is that
you're not answering the question.
Yeah,
are you willing to put something in front of your name for the sake of your fans, or you still want to maintain it as Nico J?
Maybe let him go where he wants to go. Yeah.
Okay. Explain.
Yeah,
for me, as I've already explained, I called myself Nico J Zambia, and then I was thinking, if he can agree to say, because I'm Nico J Zambia, for him, if he can change that J to say maybe it can be JAE to remove Y, so that it can be
just a
so
difference
now
in spelling.
you want the difference of spelling.
Yeah.
Just like the way we have got.
Because it seems like no one is trying to put out things and then.
So since you have said that, why don't you add the JEN or JAE at the end? You.
For me.
Yes.
That one is sad because.
But you propose it to your friend. Meaning
Okay.
So
it looks like there's no solution.
Okay, let's see. What do you think about that? Are you willing to maybe to add something?
Okay, as my name ngandefu nyolwimbo intro outro shani kwali but kuli Nico J. Yeah.
Okay.
But song ila lembewa Nico J. Lembewa kuli Nico J. But on social media it's kuli Nico J.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But on your page there's no calling Nico J.
Your own page is just Nico J Zambia page.
Yeah.
But on account it's kuli Nico J.
So are you willing to get to put Kuli on your page?
Yeah. So that it's also your page and your account can both be.
So are you willing to do that?
Kuli Nico J.
Because if you're because omanyi mbofi mbika fiati Nico J.
So it can't happen.
Yeah, it can't happen.
Now, let's get to wrap it up. Sorry, guys, we have to wrap it up. Viewers who are watching right about now. Okay.
No shout-outs. What will be? We'll still talk about it in the background, and of course, by next week we'll give the viewers the final response. Yes, we may even put it on camera so that we see what is going to happen after we're out of this place.
And that's sort of forgetting is that you can also get to drop us your contributions, because at the end of the day, people who watch and the people who make the final say. So if you are watching, you have a contribution that you feel okay, something that is missing out, that you feel okay, you can also get to contribute. Just send us the message, and next week we should get to let you know what the final say.
And not only that, we are also going to put up a post on Facebook for the fans to vote on who really should add what at the name on our Facebook page, the Lounge Zambia. Yes.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah. You can do the honors. You're the one with the cake.
Oh yeah. Not forgetting.
Don't eat my cake though.
Congrats to
Big shout out to
today's
Kopala.
person, Sandra, who's celebrating her birthday today. And next week, I don't know which date it's gonna be. We're looking forward to another person. But if you win the cake, you have to come and collect it next week.
Yes,
in the studio. For proof's sake. So great looking out to everybody who made it possible. Like we always make mention, this show is not about Professor Lance, PMC, or King V's. It's a Prime TV thing. The staff as well, people are making it possible. Upstairs, like we always make mention, when you send those contributions, messages as well, the team has to go through them for them to say, okay, we can go right ahead and talk about them right there as well. And we'll get back next week, same time, same place. We'll be back, same station.
Oh,
and
nice
same day
t-shirt
as well.
though.
Thanks.
Oh.
Going out to FJ.
Me?
FJ.
Yeah, nice t-shirt.
Thank you. It's
Why can't
Saka.
you
This is
also say-
Saka.
Why can't you also say
This
my
is Saka.
t-shirt is nice?
This is not printed. It's Saka. There's no Saka.
Yeah, yeah.
Saka. As in Saka. It's Saka.
Yeah, man, it's Saka.
Saka.
Just Saka.
You can put it if you want.